What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Screen Fiend. I'm Pam. We are watching another episode of Bridgerton. This is episode 2 of season 2. The setting is a little bit different than what you just saw from episode 1, but I was having a little bit of technical difficulties, so I'm just gonna go back to what I originally used to film at, my little desk area. So just a little mini recap of episode 1. We were introduced to Kate, Edwina, and their mother. I didn't catch their mother's name. We were introduced to them. We now know that the Queen has made Edwina the diamond of the season, and bitter old Anthony is now going to pursue her because she is what he considers perfection, even though there's no such thing as perfection. We also see Kate having a little bit of an interest in Anthony when she met him, but now that he is going for Edwina, on top of her overhearing the conversation he had with the other gentleman, she's a little upset, and she has forbid Edwina to see Anthony. So I'm a little curious how that's gonna go, how they're going to, they're gonna argue. They're gonna argue because he's gonna pursue Edwina, and she is going to get on him, and she's going to tell him to stay away from her sister. So I'm really curious about that, and of course Penelope trying to figure out how she can move as Lady Whisteldown without Eloise interfering. But enough talking. Let's get into episode 2.
It has been said that competition
Oh,
is
she's
an
a
opportunity
lefty.
for us to
Ooh,
rise and
lefties.
stand ready before our greatest of challenges. Any suitor wishing to gain an audience with Miss Edwina Sharma
That house is
must
very pink.
first tame the rather prickly spinster of a beast, otherwise known as her sister.
Ah, she is a
Lord
spinster.
Lumley at the top.
Is he not something of a dandy? I would use the term gallant. Is that what you look for, Edwina? If Kate believes in him, so do I. Lord Bridgerton is quite adept at conveying false first impressions.
What did you hear?
He stated rather clearly that he seeks a wife only to fulfill his duty, and in fact does not believe in love at all.
Most marriages of the ton are, in fact, mere matters of business. my
True,
dear.
very true.
Matters that have been working for centuries. It is the true love match that is quite rare.
Is that the guy she was just talking about? Well, Lord have mercy.
Am I to be kept at this threshold all day?
Lumley's already had an inordinate amount of time with her.
That is because my sister is so in raptures with him at the moment, and you wouldn't want me to interrupt your discourse when it is your turn, would you?
I say we heed the young lady and wait with the grace our hostess affords us.
Thank you, Lord.
Bridgerton.
I'm afraid you are much too late, my lord. You now find yourself at the back of a very, very considerably long queue.
I wish to escort Miss Edwina to the races.
No.
My sister already has an escort this afternoon.
Tomorrow then.
She's engaged tomorrow too.
And the day after?
If I think of it, she may be free.
Ah.
After December. Unless, of course, she is on her honeymoon by then. Did I say something funny?
I believe you did.
What is funny, my lord, is you here now after not only what I overheard the other night,
What you overheard the other night was not for your ears.
but also in addition to everything I've now read.
She still overheard it.
Your dubious and libertine reputation goes before you.
Is that a copy of Lady Whisteldown?
It is.
I thought we were done with her.
Do not discourage her, Penelope.
That wig is horrible on Eloise.
She's interested in what she has to say about the season's available gentlemen, too. I cannot think of any cleverer way to say this, but no. Penelope, assist me here. Eloise could indeed find out with someone else, could she not?
I believe she could. And not Lady Whisteldown, but someone more like Colin.
My brother.
No, not Colin. Colin!
Glad to see things have not changed.
Brother.
You set aside the latest family squabble and embrace me.
Look at her. I know her heart dropped.
Did not expect you to return so soon, dear.
Well, I missed you all. What can I say?
Aww.
Brother! Brother!
We must get you to the doctor post-haste. This strange, fuzzy growth on your chin is
The way he just looked at Penelope. Oh, it's horses. Okay.
It is a marvel. You love literature as much as I do.
Lady Danbury, I would be so honoured if you could facilitate a proper introduction. I fear my calling card got lost in the shuffle at your home this morning.
Oh.
Mr. Thomas Dorset, allow me to
because she had that
introduce
list.
Miss Sharma and Miss Edwina Sharma.
A pleasure.
I'm afraid my sister already has an escort for today, Mr. Dorset.
That is very well, though I was hoping to speak with you.
Oh.
And just look at your brother. The social season frustrated him at first, too, but now it seems this Miss Edwina has quickened his interest and pleasure in courtship.
It sure has.
I only mean to say, Eloise, that we must be willing to look to find the partner that will excite us. So dance with a bevy of frogs, and one of them might just turn out to be a prince, if that is what you must do.
That's what a lot of us have to
Your
do.
father.
You travel widely then and continuously, it seems.
Well, for my studies, I find medicine particularly fascinating.
Oh, wow.
Others is a noble interest indeed. Mr. Dorset is much like you in that regard, sister.
Ah. That right here.
You yet spoken to Lord Lumley of his interests at all?
Lord Bridgerton.
Miss Sharma, Miss Edwina.
Why are you standing up for him?
Lumley.
What?
Delightful to see you, my lord.
Lord Bridgerton, allow me to introduce myself. Mr. Thomas Dorset.
Miss Edwina, I was hoping to call on you this morning.
My sister is well aware of everything.
But I promised my family I'd join them for breakfast. We're exceptionally close. Break our fast together quite regularly. Oh, there they all are now. It is an unseasonably hot day, and any gentleman would make sure...
Miss Edwina, allow me to fetch a lemonade for you.
That would be most agreeable, thank you, my lord.
No, he didn't.
Oh. It's a splendid day for a race. Yes, that's it, Nectar.
And now high fly, steady!
Yes.
Steady! Steady!
Look at them two.
Should we separate them?
It's all in good spirit, you think?
Yes, I'm having such fun.
That's who she is.
Like a newsboy.
Let her cheer.
Oh my God! Loosen up.
Miss Sharma, I must ask, why do you jab at Lord Bridgerton, sir?
If the Viscount is serious about courting my sister, is it not my duty to try his mettle?
The Viscount does not like to lose. He's never stomached it, even back at Oxford. Oh, Miss Sharma,
You and the Viscount know each other from Oxford. I thought you met today.
I have so too.
You are going to say much more this very moment.
Oh.
He thought that you would judge me if you knew we were acquaintances, but I must assure you that my interest in you today was genuine.
He
Genuine
set that
in the sense you were
up.
sent here to distract me. Also, Lord Bridgerton to get closer to my sister.
Yo, he did.
I've heard of a sore loser, Miss Sharma, but never a sore winner.
Do not speak to me or my sister ever again.
What has
It
happened?
seems a second game was afoot today, and Lord Bridgerton made certain I play the fool. Let us go.
I meant no harm. I only wish to spend time with you.
She is pompous and arrogant and quite sure she knows best in every situation.
Oh, she sounds like a terrible nuisance. Especially since you are the one who knows best in every situation.
Well, I'm the victor of every match today. Less talking, more fencing. Brother.
Oh, Anthony.
Really?
Big baby Anthony not getting his way.
Because every time you lose, you claim we cheated.
Ah.
What my purposes are and how to obtain them.
You take too much upon yourself, brother. Perhaps your life might be easier if you pursued someone with a less disagreeable sister.
But why should I be the one to admit defeat?
Oh my God, you just want this person just to bear your children. Stop it, Anthony.
I chose to pursue. There would have always been some obstinate father or meddlesome aunt into the picture. I shall certainly not let some sister, especially one younger than me, keep me from getting what it is I want. Who you want, you mean?
What honor?
Ben's just like, oh, please.
Thank you, gentlemen. The bracing exertion. And now it's time for me to secure my final victory for the day.
This is not a game, Anthony. These are people's feelings. Oh my God. I just want to...
How much clearer must I be?
I brought a gift for Miss Edwina.
Take your Trojan horse elsewhere.
I assure you, Miss Sharma, this is a very real horse. I'd not
With his little
recommend
braids on the side.
Truly, this is all a game to you.
I'm not here to play games.
Then what was Mr. Dorset if not some deceitful prank?
The business with Mr. Dorset was not so gross a deceit as you imply.
And now you question my judgment.
Only because you question mine. Is this about what you heard on the terrace?
Yes.
You act as if I'm some kind of villain. When every other woman in London aspires for the kind of marriage I am offering, you must know that. You have been exceptionally clear about what it is you do and do not wish for. But has it ever occurred to you this might in fact be about what your sister wishes for instead?
A loveless marriage? Anthony, stop.
Lord Bridgerton.
Miss Edwina, I brought you a small token to remember our fine time at the races yesterday.
Oh, the horse is for me.
That's a big gesture.
Well, I thought you loved animals.
I do, but usually the kind that can curl up on my lap.
My apologies. You said something about Nectar reminding you of a beloved horse back at the...
That horse is a character from a novel of love, in fact, something for which my sister is an enthusiast.
Fail. Look at Anthony. This is a game for Anthony. That's it.
I was unaware there was a ball this evening.
It is soiree. Rather, did you not receive your invitation this afternoon from the Danby?
Ah, that's why.
Soirees at the Danby House. And Miss Sharma likes to accuse me of playing.
Well, you kind of are.
What?
She is looking out for her sister. She hopes to find her a love match, and with you, apparently so forthright in your disdain for such a thing.
Yep.
Perhaps Miss Edwina's other suitors plan on choosing their words more wisely
Okay.
tonight. Some are reading poetry.
Loose lips
There is a
sink
lesson
shit.
here.
I messed that up.
Anthony. I only hope that this time you will finally learn it.
Okay. She be getting him together. She's so sweet. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, child, this is a no. Like Eloise face.
At least this is the men who are making fools of themselves this time. Was this your idea? I wish I could take credit, but no. Lady Danby encouraged a poetry reading. The men, thanks to their...
Pen! Child, Pen, that outfit.
Of course they did.
No. What the hell is he doing? Look at...
In fact, the Viscount is your relation almost...
Look at Prudence.
Certainly not give him too much credit now, should we?
The love of her life. The love of her life came strolling in. Hey, Colin.
So, what will it be for you tonight? A song? A jig? Some hidden...
And then the cats. And then the cats.
I'm just a spectator.
So much interest shown in a young lady whom none of us really know.
Not a devotee of mystery, Pen.
Me? No. Speaking of mysteries, you must tell me the name of the young lady you seem to have met while out of the country.
What can you mean?
You mentioned at the races you were never lonely. I only assumed... Never mind.
I was not exactly lonely on my travels. I did begin a real conversation with someone I had known for a very long time, and yet, after everything that happened with Miss Thompson, I realized I never truly knew this person at all.
Are you talking about Penn?
Myself.
Oh.
Yourself.
I thought he was talking about Penn.
Your letters were so encouraging. I thought, if Penelope can see me this way, then surely I can too. I was just so distracted by Miss Thompson. So, I cleared my head, swore off women and love, and, well, I only wanted to fully understand myself before stepping back into this world.
You've sworn off women then?
Not for the time being.
I am a woman.
You are Penn. You do not count.
Oh.
You're my friend.
Oh, God. Nobody wants to hear that.
On that cheek and over that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent.
Looks like and
tints that glow.
Juliana Moore.
But tell of days and goodness spent. A mind at peace with all below. A heart whose love is innocent.
Women fall for this.
Gentlemen, thank you all for the most splendid display of your talents this evening. A memorable occasion, to be sure.
Pardon me, Lady Danbury.
Oh, you was not invited, sir.
Bridgerton, I did not expect you.
No, I seem to have fallen off the guest list. Though surely you would never deny a young man you've known for 9 and 20 years the pleasure of your company.
Well,
and neither
20 years, you mean all your life.
Apologies, Viscount, you appear to be late again. We were just bringing the evening to a
Surely Miss
conclusion,
Edwina
it
has
seems.
time for one more. What is it truly to admire a woman?
I knew
to look
it.
at her and feel inspiration.
I knew it.
To delight in her beauty. So much that all your defenses crumble, that you would willingly take on any pain, any burden for her.
Those are the two women that challenge him.
I cannot claim these words as my own. They're someone else's entirely.
Oh, wow. He was honest about it.
Truth be told, I'm not a man of poetry. The words of flattery are beautiful and sweet, but they are also hollow, unless accompanied by action.
I agree with you on that.
Stand here and pretend to be someone I am not. I can pretend to want the very same things as you, but I would be lying. I may not be able to offer the display of passion that you truly deserve. But I assure you that when it comes to action and duty,
Look at her. She falling, honey.
I shall never be found lacking.
Ooh.
And I hope that is what will speak louder than any pretty words ever can.
That was nice, Anthony. Kate has two agendas here. I don't think she's aware of the second one. And that's the second one.
You should return to the party.
I shall be there in a moment.
Well, the Viscount certainly seems to have nettled you.
Mm-hmm.
He can be exasperating.
He is incorrigible. He is not for my sister. I shall make sure she sees of it too, one way or another.
Some advice, Miss Sharma? When one is frustrated, it is often much wiser to focus upon satisfying one's own needs. Attempting to influence others as to the correct course of action, well, it is often a trying and irritating endeavor that only brings out the worst in us before we discover it has been fruitless all along.
I'm aware I've made a fool of myself tonight, Lady Danbury. I do not need to hear it from you. In fact, I do not need to hear it from anyone. I do not care what a single person here thinks of me.
That's a lie.
Once Edwina is married, I shall return home alone, only too glad to never set foot in this city again.
You may not yet know, and that is all well and good. But I, for one, find it not only terribly disheartening, but also an offense against truth to hear you say you wish to be alone.
Alone yourself. I watch you. I see you. You are more than content.
Because I have lived
Yup.
life.
She's children. She had a husband. Yup.
I have loved. I have lost. I have earned the right to do whatever I please, whenever I please, and however I please to do.
Yep. Let her know, Lady Danbury.
You are not me.
Yep.
If you are truly that vexed by the manner in which Lady Whisteldown writes, still, then perhaps you might stop reading.
She's finally revealed herself.
What? Oh.
I was not going to tell you this because, well, I was embarrassed and I thought I was wrong, but I paid this printer shop a visit yesterday.
You did? Did you speak with anyone there?
It does not matter. And look, not only are these paper stocks identical, but the letter K's, they are slightly misshapen in the exact same way. Surely it is not likely to be another coincidence.
Well, we must keep an eye out. If the same mistake is in Whistledown's next issue, then we will know that the print shop is indeed hers.
Look at her face. She's like, shh, sugar. You gotta be a little bit more careful, Pen.
And you let her K for a Stanhope press?
It'll be 10pence.
I'll give you 5.
5's a special rate for repeat customers.
Trust me, friend. I'd exasperate you coming back any more than once. Now, give me the discount to keep me away and we'll both be happier.
Pen has like 2 personalities. Ooh!
To be fair, one might call this author the biggest secret sharer of all. For who else could possibly keep all of you honest?
Here you are, Your Majesty.
And you are certain these are the young ladies our diamond has been conversing with of late?
Yes, Your Majesty. If our theory is correct, then Lady Whisteldown will indeed be in this very collection.
Well, I wonder if Penelope's name is in here.
When even the most well-kept of secrets must
It is.
eventually come to light.
So that was episode 2, and it was pretty good. You could see the continuation of the tit for tat with Anthony and Kate, but Anthony won this round on this episode. Kate is so bitter like him, like they're similar in that way. I don't understand why she's so upset. I don't think it's really based on what she overheard Anthony saying to the other gentleman. I think she's using that as an excuse. It's something else there. I think it was Lady Danbury. Was it Lady Danbury or was it Lady Whisteldown? It was Lady Whisteldown that called her a spinster. I don't think she wants to be a spinster. You could see it sometimes when she looks at certain gentlemen or certain gentlemen come to her and they compliment her. You can see like the light gleaming in her eyes, but she's choosing that route for a reason. Do I think it's wholeheartedly 100% for the benefit of Edwina? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. You can see that she likes Anthony. She's not going to show it. She kind of pushed those feelings down, but they come to surface once in a while when she like sneaks little peeks with him. And you could see that Lady Bridgerton caught them doing it at the end towards the episode, because he does it towards her too. But like I said, she has like 2 agendas. She wants to marry off Edwina. This is what I hear all the time, literally all day. She wants to marry Edwina off to an Englishman to get the money, right? But then she also has that agenda of not the man not being Anthony, not because of what she heard, because she wants Anthony for herself. But she's not going to admit that at all. She's not. She's just going to be like, he's not the right man for her. He's not the right man for her. He's not the right man for your sister because you want him, right? But she's very cold, and hopefully you don't see it really in this episode. You see it a little bit, but then the wall comes back up. Hopefully they can chip more off of her. in the upcoming episodes. Because this episode, not really, like when they were at the horse, the race, and she was like fully into it, and you can see her excitement. You can see Anthony enjoying it as well. Like she was acting like that. The other guy was kind of stiff, like, you know, should you really be acting like this? But I think Anthony really enjoyed it. Anthony, you know, making Edwina his wife is a game, and that's all it is, because I think deep down he really wants Kate, but of course he's not gonna really admit that. He can't admit that. Excuse me. But you can see his mother, you know, confront him on it. Like, listen, do you blame Kate for kind of pushing you away from Edwina? You're playing a game, and she wants her sister to marry for love, and she should. He shouldn't do that to her just because she's a diamond. He assumes that she's perfect. Colin comes back. I'm so happy Colin comes back. You know what's funny? When Colin and Penelope were having the conversation towards the end of the episode, and he was saying to her, like, you know, she pretty much showed him the light that he should really get to know himself and kind of love himself and kind of see who he is. Like, he's a really good guy. I kind of call bull on that. And also what I call bull on that when, you know, she was like, well, you know, I'm a woman. And he goes, no, you're Pen. You're my friend. I call bull on that too. I think he's having this war against his feelings for her. And I think his feelings got bigger because I think she was the only one to truly write him when he was away. Because when he came into that Bridgerton house and he looked at Pen, that was not friendship. That was, I think, I care for her more than just a friend. There's just no way that you would look at that girl and be like it looked like it was love and it was beyond friendship. So I think because he's not too sure about his feelings for Penelope, he kind of like gave her that, oh, well, you're just a friend. Which, I mean, like, gut punch. You could tell she didn't really like show it on her face, but you could tell that that really hurt her. And on the other hand, with Penelope, I think, is getting really frustrated. She's not going to show it, but I think she's getting really frustrated with Eloise because she made like a little comment about like, you're always there. Like I can't be by myself. Like, see, last year, nobody was paying attention to her. But now that Eloise is in society, Eloise is going to be on her neck. Not knowing that she's Lady Whisteldown, but because that's her friend and that's somebody who she's going to go to. But because of that, Penelope can't be who she was. So she's going to have to finagle that. And as you can see from the ending, before I get into that, Eloise noticed something in a pamphlet about the K. And as you can see, Penelope going into the market to change the K for the person. And who did she see? She saw the owner of the Modiste. Now, I don't know if the lady from Modiste is going to put it together that Penelope is Lady Whisteldown. I have no idea. I don't know how she's going to approach the situation, but that is pretty interesting to see. Of course, Eloise continues on like she always does. She's just thrust into society, you know, that's just the difference. But she's getting pretty close. Like, Eloise is really smart, and I want her to pursue that, but I want her to give the opportunity to be comfortable in society. You can't have both, Eloise. You can't have both. And I don't know, the guy that was at the printing press, that's somebody that would be really nice for her, but of course he's not of status, so that's probably somebody she won't be able to get with. But again, I really don't remember him in this series, but it'd be interesting, and I can't wait to see if something happens between the two. Probably not, but it would be nice to see something. What else? Oh my god, the new Lord Featherington is courting that mean bully girl. Why? I have no idea. I don't know what that's about. It's funny because you see her and you're like, oh, she's this beautiful woman that anybody can court her. But as you can see, she doesn't have many options. It's probably because of her attitude. She is just one nasty girl. And as you can see, last season, she was, you know, bothering Daphne by herself. But you can see in this season, she kind of adapts her mother's ways. Now she has her little shadows or her little friends around her to, you know, continue on her meanness and her bully. What I really loved was she brought those to her, and those two girls came up to Eloise, and Eloise, I'm not trying to play this game. Like, get out of here. You got the wrong girl. Goodbye. Like, this is not what you want, girl. This is not what you want, because I will shut you down worse than what Daphne did. And you can see that you can see she's probably not going to bother Eloise too much anymore, just because of the action that Eloise gave her. Did anything else happen? And oh, Benedict, I hate New York City. I really do. Nothing really happened with Benedict. He was talking to an illustrator at Will's new establishment that he got from that money. The guy was an illustrator, and he let him know that the school that all these amazing artists come from, you know, they're having an opening. So I wonder that's going to happen with that. I'm really happy for Benedict, you know, with him exploring his artistry. You know, he should. He has all the freedom, and he has, what's the word I'm gonna go? He has all the freedom. Pretty much, he has all the freedom he could do it. He has no obligations. So go ahead and explore that. And I think that's really it. I don't remember too much of it. Oh, another thing with Kate and Lady Danbury. Now, see, Kate is, you know, she being a little nasty, a little, you know, a little rough with Lady Danbury, but Lady Danbury had to shut her ass down. She had to shut it down. She was like, listen, you want to live this life, baby? This is how I became to live this life. So you better choose a little differently. And another thing too, Edwina, this is kind of early. I didn't think this was going to happen, but Edwina is slowly, you can see her voice coming in, because when Anthony came to the party that he was not invited to, and he was really honest about like the poem and just his intentions and stuff like that, she respected it, and Kate was not feeling it, and we all know why Kate's not feeling it, and Edwina had to shut her down. She was just like just stop, like give him the opportunity. So I do like that she does somewhat have a voice, or it's starting to become louder. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of my Bridgerton reactions, the playlist will be down below. And if you want to see more from me, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video. Toodaloo!